Great. So good morning and welcome to your practice. Happy 4th of July. It is a 4th of July I will probably always remember, and it's still morning and it hasn't even really started yet. So thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you for reminding us that we're not always in control of life, of our experiences. But what do we have control over is I would say our responses to it, right? I wouldn't say reaction because and I've been talking about this, I've been studying this, is our autonomic nervous response, right? That's more automatic, like your body will react like if it doesn't feel safe, right? The guard comes up and it'll either freeze out, right? That's the dorsal vagal response, or it'll fight, like I got to do something, or I have to get out of here, it's not safe, right? So that's more the sympathetic response. So we're always responding, right? Like what's going to happen? And then once we feel safe again, like it's okay, or help is on the way, or we get instruction, turn this off, get away from the window, like whatever it is. And it's like, okay, I'm not isolated, I'm not alone. That's kind of like one good thing about I'll say like social media is like we all kind of collectively like, are you okay? Like what's going on with you? This is what I'm experiencing. So we all kind of have this like shared experience. Well, I'm thinking like I go to Little House on the Prairie like back in the day before social media. Everybody just like came out of their houses and gathered and talked, and and we've done that as well. Not during a storm, but after, when you're looking over, damages or whatever. So kind of like there's storms in our life, there's things that happen. Even when we're expecting something might happen, just experiencing it is wholly different, and there are things that say like nothing prepares you for the emotional toll that happens, that interior experience of any trauma, any storm of life, um, in our families, in our relationships, in our own health, um, and it could be very destabilizing, I'll say. And what we can do, and this is what I've been doing this for myself, is we notice. That's number one. Awareness is the first step in healing, is to notice how we're feeling, right? And we've done the meditation of just being in stillness, connecting to your breath, and just notice like any sensations in your body, because our body has such great wisdom. And just noticing it, and there are pleasing sensations, there are displeasing, right? And those are usually the ones that we push away or suppress. It's like, I don't want to feel this. So we distract ourselves from that. And then there's neutral. So, really powerful practice is to make sure that you're comfortable, right? And you know that you're safe, you're physically safe. And then you just notice what is present for you in this moment. And even when it's displeasing, to just stay with it, and it eventually passes. That's the thing with, oh, I'll say like emotions, energy and motion, which is also sensation, right? The feeling, it could be emotional, heart feeling, or it could be physical feeling. They don't last. They can shift in intensity, but emotional feeling does not. last. It doesn't define us. So even saying like, I'm sad, I'm angry, um, you're identifying with that emotion and that it passes, it leaves, can come back or you can re-experience a similar, but the more open we are to just experiencing it, then the the more we build up our resilience, right? Our inner strength. So then when we recognize it again, it's like it doesn't kind of take us off guard as much. It's like, oh, here we go again. Oh, another storm's coming. Oh, we've been through this before. Wonder what'll happen now. Like kind of um, bringing curiosity into the practice. So hopefully, like, as I'm speaking, maybe your mind is ruminating or picking things out. So I'm just going to invite us to just sit just for a few moments in silence. If it feels right for you, maybe place a hand on the heart and a hand on the belly. Maybe soften your gaze or close your eyes. And just drawing fuller breaths in and longer breaths out. And just notice how your body is speaking to you in this moment. You don't have to look for it, just be quiet and listen. If it's useful to scan the body, kind of check in into the top of the head, down through the face, the forehead, into the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, maybe the ears, down into the throat, the shoulders, and the chest, and the back of the heart, around the ribs, the belly, and the lower back, and down to the arms, the left, the right, and the hands, the palms. Connecting to the hips, the pelvis, down through the legs, the left, and right, into the feet. Just inviting in this moment a soft, warm energy, maybe a white light energy, just soothing all the parts of the body, feeling it rising through the feet, the legs, into the hips and the belly, all the way up and into the chest and the shoulders, the neck, and the face, and the top of the head. Begin to move through the fingers and the feet. And just offer any movement that would feel good in this moment. Maybe stretch it out. And when you feel ready, we'll meet in a standing position. So standing nice and tall, letting the knees be loose, a little bit soft. Maybe roll the shoulders down and back a bit. Letting the arms be nice and loose. So little engagement in the belly. Just lifting the ribs away from the hips. Maybe feeling that invisible filament lifting the top of your head up away, lengthening through your neck. You might even feel a little bit of swaying in your body. Maybe that little energy maybe rebalancing between the left and the right side as it little shifts. Just got the image of the trees. And the stems. And that's when the wind and moves and shakes and even with the roots solid within the earth, there's still always a little bit of movement in the trunk. And I always see us as like walking trees that we're rooted into the earth, that we're reaching up into the sky. We'll just bring our arms out to the side as we inhale, reaching it up. Maybe look up as the fingertips reach. And then exhale, just bring the arms out and back down. We'll just do that again. Inhale the arms up and up. And exhale, lower. Let's do an inhale, reach it all the way up. And this time as you exhale, bring the arms down, we're going to bring it all the way down to the ground, bending the knees down as you go. You can place them onto the block, just to lift the floor a little bit higher. Your rib cage can rest onto your thighs. Maybe straighten one leg a little bit and then the other. Maybe shake the head out. Just being fully in your body in this moment. This little inversion. Right, our head is lower than our heart. We're shifting, reversing the flow of all the fluid within our body. Maybe a little bit more into our brain. Turning ourselves upside down. So we kind of release expectations of what things should be. And just being in radical acceptance of what is. Here I am. This may not be what I've chosen, but I accept that this is where I am. And I am safe. I am divinely cared for, even when it doesn't seem like it. Trust me. On your next inhale, just come up halfway. Nice flat back. You're doing your fingertips, or maybe your hands are on your legs. Whatever feels right for you. Just feel yourself in this halfway position. And on your next exhale, release your upper body down once more. Bend your knees, looking forward, and then press through the feet to lift yourself all the way up. Maybe the arms come up overhead once again. And exhale the arms down to your side. We'll widen the legs a little bit, maybe a little wider than shoulder distance, but not super wide. We'll just twist our bodies side to side, maybe leading with the heart, going to the left and the right, and the arms swinging, just following the movement. Breathing, relaxing, feeling, watching, and allowing. As you're ready, just coming into a stillness. Maybe place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Maybe close your eyes. Feeling nice and stable through the feet. And then just bringing yourself back. Walking your feet back together. We'll hip distance apart. And then we'll continue just a little bit of movement into the body, just kind of waking things up. Inhale the arms up overhead. If it feels okay, maybe lift your heels up, maybe just a little bit. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower the hands down again. Root down through that right foot, bring the left foot back to a nice lunge position. Just feel that stretch through that left leg. Try to reach your heel towards the ground. Just feeling that direction that your heel is going intensifies that stretch a little bit more. Again, your ribcage can be resting on that right thigh. You'd like to root your left hand down, bring your right hand to the hip, and maybe do another twist here. Maybe that right arm can lift up, or you can keep it on the hip, or wrap it around the back. Maybe look up. All these different options. Good. And then just look down and bring that left knee down onto the ground. And then we'll just rock forward and back. Just bringing some movement into the hips. Letting go, releasing any old stuff that has been suppressed. Any past storms that are still living in our body. Let them go now. The storms are over. It could have been over for a long time. The storms that we're living through now take enough of our energy and just clearing a path so we can be more present and focused with present. Yeah, and then we'll come back into stillness. And then just lift your upper body up. So you're kneeling on one knee, and then maybe the arms come up. Maybe doing a nice cactus arm. If it feels like a yes for you, to lift the chest, maybe the arms come towards each other, behind you a little bit. Nice back extension. Breathing through that. This is a pose of confidence, right? I'm strong, I can handle whatever storms come my way. And then we'll just bring those arms down and crawl that left foot to lift the knee up and then bring that left foot forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower the head back down. Bend the knees, look forward, come all the way up. And exhale the arms down to the side. Take a pause breath here. Maybe feel a slight difference between the left and the right side. And we'll make it even. Inhale the arms up. Exhale lower. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through that left foot this time. Bring that right foot back. Good. Feel that nice stretch. Rooting that heel towards the ground. Or you might even be more beneficial if you're like rooting it to the wall behind you. That might, just that little directional cue might feel a little different in your body. So what feels right for you? And then root down that right hand, bring the left hand to the hip. As you pivot the rib cage to the left, maybe the arm comes up, or maybe you'd like to wrap it behind you. Maybe look up. And then look down. Bring that hand back down. Bring the knee down. Uncurl that right foot as you rock forward and back. Soothing your nervous system, rocking movements, all is well. Reparenting your nervous system. You're safe. And when you feel ready, come back into stillness. The knee is right over that left heel. As you use your core to lift your upper body up, maybe the arms come up overhead, or maybe into that cactus. And maybe lifting your chest. And the arms come back a little bit. Nice back extension. I'm strong. I'm resilient. I'm safe. We feel strong and resilient within ourselves, and it's easy for others to feel stronger and resilient when they're in our company. So it's not selfish to take care of ourselves, right? Our energy emanates to those around us. So taking care of ourselves is taking care of others. And then we'll bring the hands down and just bring that left knee down next to the right. So we're in a nice table position. We'll do a little cat-cow here just to move through the spine. Inhale, drop into the cage, head, tailbone, tilt up. Exhale, round the spine, head, tailbone, tilt down. Just moving with the breath. This wave of breath, life force energy, moving through the body. And then your next inhale, come into a nice neutral position. And we'll come into a child's pose. So you can keep the knees where they are, or maybe widen them a little bit to open the hips. The big toes can touch as you walk your elbows back towards you, dropping your head. You can land your forearms, or maybe your elbows come out and you rest your head on your hands. Feel your breath moving through the back of your body. Surrender, allowing gravity to hold you. Even with all the storms and the unexpected, unpredictable, movement of energy, there is also stillness. Allow us to be still in this moment. And as you're ready, you can begin to shift your way onto your back. Just nice and easy, taking your time. Maybe place a folded blanket or cushion behind your head for a little extra comfort. Planting the feet on the ground. If you'd like to bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Again, feeling yourself being cradled, nurtured by the ground beneath you. And as you're ready, you can bring your right knee into the chest. We're going to bring some movement into the foot. We go through the toes, rotate the ankle. And we'll just stretch that leg up towards the sky. Maybe do a point and flex here. And then bring that leg a little bit closer towards you. Knees soft or maybe a little bent. Just feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Bending the knee, cross that ankle over the left thigh. Maybe press that right knee away from you a little bit. Just kind of gently opening through that hip. And then we'll just place that right foot back onto the ground. And bring that the left knee into the chest. You go through the toes, rotate the ankle as you like. And stretch that leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe point and flex through the foot here. Maybe bring that leg a little closer to you just to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Knees soft or bent. We'll bend that knee deeper to cross that ankle over the right thigh. Press that left knee, thigh away. Just feeling that nice opening through that hip. And then we'll bring that foot down into the ground. Widen your feet. Bring your arms out. And then we'll drop the knees side to side. Twisting the spine. Now from the lower part of the spine, a little deeper. Offer any last movement, stretches, twists, as you find your way into your deep relaxation, your Shavasana. Share an excerpt from the chakra system, the vagal nervous system, introducing hara. The second energy system is the hara. This energy appears above the root chakra and just beneath the sacral chakra. If you soften your belly, you might feel an extra source of energy in this area. The more I personally draw attention to mine, the more physically balanced and grounded I feel to be. The hara seems to hold a combination of both the root and sacral chakra qualities. The energy of emotional safety feels strong in this area. It's the will to live, thrive, protect, defend, and connect. The hara, which is the Japanese term for this energy center, is not discussed often. It seems to come online more frequently as clients start to heal from early childhood traumas and are able to stay more connected to their body. I've seen this with clients in a personal observation and experience as well. I call this the spiritual warrior chakra. It at once seeks power and gentleness. Like all chakras, this one can be connected with through mindful attention in meditation, yoga, or purposeful movement such as walking. For me, I find my hara feels in sync when I engage in faster bilateral movement such as hiking or cycling. I cycle, and that movement helps me feel more energetically connected to the lower portion of my body. You don't need a bike to engage with any of these energy centers. Gentle squats or standing poses in yoga activate this region. As always, be gentle and just notice. As you're ready, deepen your breath in and out. Slowly invite some movement back into the body. Allow the head to rock gently side to side. So you bring your knees into the chest and then rock the whole body side to side. The passage that I shared with you is from the book Chakras and the Vagus Nerve by C.J. Llewellyn, MED, LPC. And then as you're ready, you can come onto one side and then gently press your way back up into a comfortable seated position, taking your time. And the subtitle of the book is to tap into the healing combination or subtle energy and your nervous system. And I invite us just to once again place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Might even notice a little rocking sensation as our body tends to self-soothe without our even conscious guidance from it. And if no sensation of that is present, no worries. Being in your stillness is what the body is looking for in the moment. Trusting your inner wisdom. Yeah, we'll gently seal our practice with the nadi shodhana, the clearing of our inner channels by alternate nostril breathing as we place the thumb over the right nostril and take a deep breath in through the left. Close the left with the ring finger and then open and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close, open, and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close, open, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Release your hand back into your lap, resuming natural breath, and just notice how you feel in this moment. How it feels to be safe, to be connected to your body, to your breath. So we bring our palms together in front of our heart in reverence and in gratitude for our practice, for our body, for our resilience, and all our storms, and for each other. Namaste.